Grab you a Pringles can, a latex glove, and some slippery stuff, because we're exploring disturbing memes for like 34-ish minutes. And I got a banana. Living the dream. You wake up, you shower, you turn into TV static, and then an abomination stromboli. Repeat step 1 through 2, and then you're back in bed again, but your face looks like a caveman now. You've devolved. I think there's a good representation of what doom scrolling feels like. Weeping sound. Who is in the ceiling? This is your brain off weed. You see the weeping in the ceiling, man. The star speaker holds knowledge of the stars. Do not speak with him when encountered. Do not tell him your birth dates. You will regret everything if you do it. So was this guy like the original astrology girl? How it started. Want to go out sometime? OMG, yes. How it ended. He stole her face. Pulled a Dwight Schrute on her. You are not well, but you must live. You must accept reality to find peace within your pain. No matter how many times I've walked this same path, the mere memories of it never fails to horrify me. I hear them calling. There's a shortcut to getting better. Once you have developed a taste for the horrors, the void will always capture your interest. To be without body is to be without pain. You must accept that some things will be incredibly painful. All that you have... What is this text font? All that you have avoided will catch up to you. It's everything. It's awful. It's all-consuming. You have to feel real for the first time in your life. You will make it home. The hell? That was like a void poem right there. Weirdly scary and beautiful at the same time. What color am I to you? You feel like I'm watching you. What if it was true? Black and white. We have met in another time and place. Our souls coalesce in our shared strife. X-ray. You have seen deep inside me. Whoa. You found it repulsing yet beautiful. Void. We stare into the same darkness. We know it will one day consume us. I'm going to skip over the second line and go to the third one. Tar-covered skull. I do not know you, but we will meet in death. Goya's witch's Sabbath? You have heard my name in a dark incantation you once spoke. Do not choose this option. Run away from here. The forbidden color. Man, they got McDonald's everywhere. You even got McDonald's in the back rooms. Honestly, it fits very well with the aesthetic. Like, it blends in there. Like, if any restaurant was going to be in the back rooms, I would expect to see a McDonald's. Have the lanky little creature running the register and everything. Do labor laws apply to the back rooms? I would have to assume not. You may spank it once. Okay. Unbothered, feral, free, on your trail cam, focused, flourishing. We got the sun or moon entities. The sun entity again, biblically accurate angel. Tornado, nothing left. Beyond human comprehension, he is here now. You must run. The black being in the white space. It's not real, it's dream. It's also not grammatically correct. Waving children. Please wave back. This is a black-eyed kid situation. Kindred interdimensional monitoring point. Please close all portals when finished to help minimize interdimensional contamination. Where the hell is that at? Beware of acid drip from above. Beware acid from of drip above. Oh, we got yet another liminal creatures based on your birth month. January. He's a shapeshifter disguised as a man lost in the woods. Well, first off, if you see someone in the woods at night, don't be in the woods at night in the first place. That's where you fucked up. He will tell you he's been missing for weeks and needs a ride home. You won't make it back to the car. Survivability, 15%. Yeah, so January is just like the stereotypical idiot that dies in a horror movie. Incapable of sensing danger and no critical thinking skills. February. Once you've seen them, it's already too late. You can run, but they are faster. The death will be more painful than anything any human has ever experienced. Survivability, 0%. Ugh. Yeah, so you run into the levitating women. March. This little boy has been on this earth for thousands of years and can never grow a day older. He will cry for hours, but he's only looking to pass on his curse. Survivability, 100%. So March gets cursed with immortality. April. That looks like the thing from the Willies. The one that like lives in the school attic. He can smell you. He can hear you breathe. He can feel you shaking. He knows you're there. He knows you're there. He knows you're there once again. Survivability, 1%. So there's a 1% chance at least. I feel like that 1% is very generous. May, these men say they know the way out. You've been down here for a very long time. You eventually realize they have been taking you deeper in this whole time. Survivability 50%. So May's in the back room. June, the shadow just stands there, unmoving. It breathes very heavy, as if it's struggling for air. Every time you look away, it moves closer. Survivability 0%. July, the wolf man on the stairs. You won't be harmed as long as you don't go down the stairs. It screams constantly. The screams are not human. He only stops when you look it in the eye. Survivability 75%. So stare it in the eyeball, slam the door, run. August. The man is there every single night. He doesn't want to harm you. He sees himself as your protector. When he becomes more comfortable, he will try to get closer. Survivability 100%. So you just have a creepy, ominous guardian angel. It's not too bad of a deal. Honestly, August probably has the best deal here. September. It reaches its hand down a few times a day. Don't let it grab you. The room is very small. Try to stay in the corners. Even if you stretch your legs, you will be within its grasp. Survivability 9%. Got Luffy trying to get you down in the basement. October. Never speak to the man. He will whisper the many disturbing ways he has hurt people to you. Do not react. He never stops talking. Survivability 60%. Why is he praying? What is that from? Praying to a toilet? Praying to the shit gods. November. The goo mass whispers and cries, begging you to put an end to its suffering. The mass grows larger every day, slowly filling the small room. It will soon be absorbed, joining the cries of suffering. Survivability 0%. And then December, this is me. She chases you through the halls, only wanting to play. She? What the f? She cannot communicate as her mouth has been sewn shut. Something far worse is here, wanting to turn you into another one of her dolls. Survivability 21%. I'm surprised 21% seems high for this situation. Me watching my bandmates bring in 4 strangely human-sized trash bags along with an array of different power tools. It's okay, they have an idea for album art. Is this a reference to something, or is this just like a hypothetical? If someone actually did that for an album cover, that is lunacy. Respect the grind, though. Ooh, that's creepy. Like a tall, giant, a Titan, like the Attack Titan, walking down the road very grainily. Switching the TV channels frequently at an uncommon time can expose you to the Say channel? You woke it up. Guys turn 20 and pick one of these to base their personalities around. I personally picked the "Have you ever dreamed this man" image. That's the one that I relate to the most from these. Me burning in the 7th pit of hell as I watch everyone I love get devoured by unimaginable horrors that were created just to torment the damned, be spat out and reconstruct in agonizing pain as all their organs, bone, and flesh connect slowly and then be eaten again, the process repeating for eternity. It really hurts. I'm glad they put that little exclamation at the end, you know, just saying it really hurts. I wouldn't have put that, I wouldn't have pieced that together unless they did that. Your nervous system makes you feel pain. Tear it out! Freedom. Life can be so simple. Advice for young men: quit porn, read books, lift weights, mail them a pipe bomb. Okay, love your parents, learn a skill, wake up before sunrise, avoid junk food, sunlight every day, talk to women offline, decapitate her, check your testosterone, your future self will thank you. Will you be able to see me? Will you be able to see me? Will you be able to see me? Scan, move, turn back. Scan. Oh. This is like a Pokemon battle with the liminal creature. Is there anything you want to know? Give me advice. What lies in the fog will scare you, but what you will have to face some. I can't read that fast. Okay. Uh-oh. Zap. Scorch burn. Brain shock. Hit him again. Hit him with the brain shock again. Nah. It's the most cursed Pokemon battle I've ever seen. I love it. What you doing sitting in there all by yourself, party birthday boy? Sorry.
If you ever leave your home, and your neighborhood is not the same as you remember, you are not safe here. In order to find your way back, you must follow these rules.
Alright.
1. Do not speak to anyone who waves at you.
Oh, well, I already got that part down. I'm good at ignoring people. I was in the Chipotle parking lot yesterday, sitting there, you know, just vibing. Some homeless man walks up to my window, stares at me, starts like waving, trying to get my attention. I'm acting like I don't see him, just sitting there. I side-eye him. I don't even really side-eye him. I peripheral vision him, make it look like I'm not aware that he's there. You know, if I ignore him, maybe he'll leave. But I guess he really wanted that dollar because he was persistent. He stood there waving and smiling until I looked at him and gave him my attention, cracked the window and said, "Hey." He said, "Oh, you got a dollar, man?" I said, "No," and then I rolled the window back up.
They are not who you think they are.
Who are they?
If you make eye contact with someone you recognize
I don't make eye
and
contact
they
with
begin
anyone.
to follow you, do not react. Ignore them completely, and they will leave you alone. 2.
See?
If
See? They just said it right there. Ignore them completely. Hit the rewind button. Ignore them completely, and they'll leave you alone.
the street signs say to turn around, keep walking. No
Okay.
matter what, do not turn around. 3.
Okay.
If you hear your name
How do we know we can trust the narrator, though? How do we know this is a trustworthy source? How do we know this isn't just propaganda from the neighborhood trying to trick us?
called from an empty house, ignore it. No matter how familiar
If someone calls my name from an empty house, regardless of if I'm in a strange neighborhood, I ain't going in the house.
the voice sounds. 4. You must find the house with a red roof. The key to the front door will be under the doormat.
Okay.
Once you enter, you
What if
must
there's more
look
than
for
one
the
red
small
roof?
red door. Only there can you find the exit. While
It's just funny. It's a tiny door.
inside, you must try and stay quiet. Do not wake the residents sleeping upstairs. Good luck.
Don't wake the residents sleeping upstairs. That's makes my skin crawl. Good luck. Well, there you go. There you have it. That's how you survive if you walk outside and your neighborhood's not the same. Or if you're in a Chipotle parking lot and a homeless man walks up to your window trying to get some money, treat him like he is a piece of garbage. Girls in my school.
I love sex. I love boys. I love makeup. I love go out.
I love forming coherent sentences too, ma'am. Me, an eyeless abomination with 7 mouths? Love me. Are you real? So accurate, so relatable. You will come to realize you are meant to be here. Wait, I thought that said you aren't meant to be. You are meant to be here. So this is like a nice entity. Aw, that's sweet. Welcome to the neighborhood. Let's take a look around. Okay, getting Vivarium vibes already. Windows XP ass neighborhood. Okay. It's too perfect. 1E, any 1ST street. Okay. Low key, I'd live there. Feels like I've been there already. You know, these pictures are weirdly scratching that familiar itch. Alright, what we got here? Holy shit, that's loud, man. I ain't trying to be in like a Russian club right now. Jesus Christ. Grab a gun, destroy everything. Is that what that said? That's enough of that. I would advise you to not listen to that, but I'm not your dad. I can't tell you what the hell to do. Me when the walls start to whisper and the tumor behind the fireplace begins to bleed again. That looked like a creature from the TV show. Fire TV show. Naked mole rat people. Not so fire though. Love is in the air? Wrong. Blood is leaking into the submarine. Taking my haunted doll's bones out after a long day so she can walk into my... She can't walk into my room in the middle of the night. What? What? In the... Why are you putting chicken bones in your... What kind of voodoo... I don't even want to know. I'm just going to skip that. Me trying to... What is that? That's not English. Trying to make a modern day Frankenstein with leftover pieces in the basement? Oh, it's singing... sea shanties. Early in the morning. Low-key, kind of a vibe. Remember that chain email you ignored 15 years ago? He does. Oh, yeah, you mean the one about if I ignore this and don't share it with my entire family tree, my puppy is going to get slingshot catapulted into a fat man's bucket of KFC, so he's going to eat it like a chicken wing? The last resident outlast of evil, The Walking Dead, the silent mission. Is that how you spell mission, or am I losing my mind? In the Hill. Well, that's easily going to be the scariest game you ever played in your entire life. I mean, it's literally all you could ask for in one game. This feels like a cult video. Or a brainwashing video. I'm uncomfortable. Apparently that's David Lynch's The Alphabet. Okay, David Lynch. I want you to never pick up the camera again, please. In a good way. I mean that genuine way. Go to a restaurant with a girl. She's talking about boring shit, so I look at the TV. News reporter looks directly at me and says my full name and address. Disconcerted for the rest of the night and am not able to score. I had a similar experience like that on mushrooms before, where I started like sort of having a bad trip. I was feeling like I was about to have a bad trip, so I was trying to comfort myself, watch a YouTube video on my phone. And I swear the dude was talking to me straight through the screen, said my name and everything. Made me like jump out of my skin suit. I feel like eating some good beef today. Clueless eats the beef. 131 days left. I've been feeling really distant, sad, and melancholic lately, as if I was always tired. Hopefully he didn't eat that Walmart beef. I swear, man. I think someone just got hit out there. I just heard a car crash. I ate Walmart beef one time. I had the worst food poisoning ever. I was peeing out my butt and water fountaining out my mouth. 54 days left. It's been weeks since I've had a good night's rest. It's so hard to sleep when they are all around you, creeping ever closer when your eyelids meet. 8 days left. I cannot see. I cannot hear. I can barely move and I must scream. 0 days left. What you just witnessed was a classic. Oh my god. Got stuck in a loop for a second. Classic case of Jacob disease, formerly known as the mad cow disease. It is transmitted by prions, which are faulty proteins that multiply inside your brain, taking over, tearing holes into it, and ceasing all of its vital functions. The disease is most commonly transmitted by eating the meat of cows with said disease. Do you live in any of the areas marked as dark green? Here's a friendly reminder that you might not live to see next year. Okay, that's a real distressing meme right there, because, yeah. I'm right there. Google Maps trying to blur out all the ice giants guarding the hole to the hollow center of the earth when I zoom in on Antarctica. Why is this dude fighting so hard for for this amusement park? Bro, I assure you they don't pay you enough to do that. Just let the dude take a video of the pictures. Spiritual awakening expectation versus reality. Top 5 names caught on tape. I love those gnome videos, dude. I live and breathe for those videos. Every Halloween, every spooky season, best believe I'm setting my big apple bottom down and watching some gnome videos. Can DMT entities be racist? I've never taken DMT myself, but as a person of color, I'm somewhat worried. I've heard stories of African Americans getting called the N-word by entities. Does this happen often? Can DMT entities be racist or Islamophobic? The idea of just DMT entities being racist is so funny. Who up scratching, trembling, panting, going insane? Me. Okay. Rip it out. Yeah, there you go. Tear it out. That's so fucking loud. Maybe a seizure warning, too. Chilling in a dark room with the closet open. The worst hallucinations man could ever comprehend. Yeah, like your jacket hanging on the door, making you think it's a very tall shadow person staring at you. Also, Shannon Sharp is in some hot shit right now from what I've been seeing. Haven't looked into it. God! That arch, though? Oh, that's life on Europa. There are leaked documents with evidence of life in the subsurface ocean on Europa. Well, yeah, obviously, I'm a Europaian, so I know this stuff. I'm from Europa. Now, why don't we finish this video off with a classic your liminal entity with survival rates. January, your bath gets interrupted by a small entity. Over time, he will morph into an identical copy of yourself. But do not try to get rid of him. Survival rate 20%. Looks like a little piece of gum coming out of there. February, do not be disturbed by her looks. She will protect you by any means necessary. You have made a lifelong friend. Survival rate 100%. She got a grill? Looks like she got diamond teeth. That's cool. February's lucky. March, the orb. You will receive esoteric wisdom that will guarantee you success. But many can't handle the pressure. Survival rate 30%, 70%. Sorry. I don't know. The orb sounds chill. The orb sounds awesome. April, a deranged entity has found its way into your house. One bite from this entity is deadly, but he looks so stupid. You must find a weapon quickly. This will be a tough fight. Survival rate 20%. Don't make any sudden movement or noises. He is just observing, but scares quite easily. The frequency he emits causes a feeling of dread. Survival rate 85%. I didn't see him for a second. June. You've seen something you weren't supposed to, and you've been spotted. Why did you ever come here? Survival rate, 0%. You're gonna get murdered at a church. Sad. July, the Night Watcher. He is on his nightly patrol, making sure everyone's inside. He's a good guy, but don't let him see you outside. Survival rate, 90%. He's a good guy, but he'll kill you if you're outside. August, your vision becomes distorted when it comes near. It never stops smiling or dancing, and you have to do the same to live. Survival rate 30%. It's like a demented little form of torture. September, you've discovered an ancient forest god, but you know they never reveal themselves accidentally. Hopefully, he is in a good mood, but chances are low. Survival rate 8%. He is Groot. October, the storage locker monster. An entity has made a deal with you. She'll protect your valuable belongings. In exchange, you must bring her new food every day. Survival rate 95%. How's she gonna find you if you don't bring food, though? And also, do they mean people? Or like Big Macs? And what would you need that's so valuable that needs to be protected so bad that you hire the entity living in the storage unit instead of just a storage unit? November, you found a safe area of the backrooms. A large insect-like entity resides here. Is very calm and will bring you drinks on occasion. Cool. Survival rate 99%. Why is there a 1% chance that you die? Also, why is the straw its nose? December, your bus ride has been interrupted. You can try to hide behind the seats, but it's no use. He's here specifically for you. Your only chance is to try and fight. Survival rate 10%. Damn, I'm dead this time. Not sure if repost. When ChatGPT is down and your friends stop messaging you. The good old dead internet theory, which actually is coming to fruition, either soon or is now being implemented. I think it was Facebook or Instagram. I'll pop it up on screen. They're actually going to be putting fake accounts on their platforms. Her, thanks for agreeing to drive me home. Someone slashed my tires, so it's great you showed up when you did. Him. That's my impression of the Art the Clown smile. It's like she knew I was watching. Me watching my stepmom stab a life-size doll that distinctly resembles me. What the fuck is this clip from? Because that's literally what she's doing. What is that from? Some demented shit, man. Especially with the door open. She wanted you to see that shit. That's a threat. That's when you go frame her for cheating on your dad and make him beat her ass while he's drunk or something. We're playing chess, not checkers here. Let me in, little one. It's Santa. I brought you gifts. Me finding my child's room empty on Christmas morning. In that moment, remembering the mall Santa who asked for our address to deliver gifts. Well, that's on you, champ. But never give it. I would maybe a hot take. I would be tiptoeing around even letting my child, if I ever had a child, sit on Santa Claus's lap at the mall. But to even get near the realm of telling the mall Santa where you live, your address? Like in this scenario, does the dad believe that Santa, that's the real Santa? So you give him your address? Isn't he supposed to know that already? Anyways, I'm looking too deep into that little silly meme. Catface. You and your fellow astronauts travel to the center of the universe. After all this time and years of travel and hard work, you see a singular lone planet at least 50 times the size of Earth. Hell yeah! You see an old man with a beard laying on the gigantic planet on his back with his head tilted back. He's weeping as hooks tear at his skin, pulling it off. The skin gets removed. It turns into a void that looks identical to the empty galaxy that surrounds you. As he begs for the pain to stop, you look around and wonder, why are the stars looking at you? I always love a good, distressing space meme, but this one's, I don't know, that ain't hitting for me. POV, you were living peacefully in the cabin you found to escape it all, but tonight, you heard a knock at the door. You didn't tell anyone where you were. Those knockings always get me. I hate when people throw those in videos without even expecting it. The Black Paintings Incident, 1874. We found some paintings inside the house of a long-deceased legendary artist. They're different to his original work. Large woman biting the head off of a man, strange. They're different to his original work. Why did he paint these? That feels like it's worthy of its own deep dive, honestly. I'm intrigued. I want to look this up. And according to a Reddit commenter, there were 14 of these paintings from an artist called Goya. They were painted near the end of his life, and the paintings were painted directly onto the walls of his house. And they were meant to capture his paranoia at his failing health and to represent the darker side of humanity. Which I would say he captured that pretty spectacularly. Found quite the glitch in Google Earth and decided to make a meme from it. Gen Alpha kids, when I grow up, the world when they grow up. Yeah, them sea levels ain't fucking around, man. Gonna have a full pirate world by then. Arg, matey, we live on the high seas. Looking for the booty. POV, you watch your dog escape through the fence and make a break for the neighbor's infant playing in their yard.
Oh, oh no! Oh no! 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 Oh God! No! No!
Princess, cupcake eater, no, teacup, come back. Good evening, y'all. When I try to test the 3-day sleep theory and encounter the reason for the deaths of many. I love this fucking cat, man. I would die for that cat. What is the headless spaghetti man coming to get you? Oh, he has a head. He was just hiding it. He's like a whack-a-mole. Eating with the wife. Me having a peaceful meal where I threw the body of my wife and 3 kids. Okay, buddy. Let's hope that's a joke. Hey, Rainbot, GeoGuessr dude. Where is this? we need to have an investigation. Right here, please. You good, bro? There's 3 people walking in unison who have been following me around for 3 months. They're wearing white and red clothing, but I don't know if that's just blood. They're right there. You see them, right? You see them? Please tell me you see them. I'm scared, Joseph. How's he speaking with no mouth? He has no mouth, but he must scream. He looks like a sperm that's like sort of developed. But I mean, you got to give credit to the 3 people following him around for 3 whole months, walking in unison the whole time, wearing presumably matching clothing. Like it's a hell of a shtick to keep up with for 3 months. Perfectly, flawlessly executed. If people did that all just to make me go insane, I would definitely go insane, but I would respect the effort. I couldn't hate them for it. Coworker. How I look at my coworker after they find the manager skinned alive in the back room. That was silly old me. You know, the voices in my head, they got to talking and they were making sense. And then the guy on my shoulder was also making sense. So I had to skin him and hang him upside down on a meat hook. Crazy shit. When you piss off a wizard so they turn you invincible and teleport you 3.7 billion miles away and make you regret everything centuries later. Centuries later? Wouldn't you regret that, like, immediately? The moment you were teleported to the middle of space, unable to move and swim around, but you're invincible? Honestly, though, low-key, I might take that. That if that was like a red pill or blue pill situation, hell, it'd be relaxing and therapeutic out there. Me staring at myself in the mirror when I notice my reflection grab a jug of bleach out from under the counter, disparage me, then begin to drink it with a smile on her face. Does that mean you only drank bleach in the mirror realm though, right? Or is this insinuating that the mirror is controlling you like a puppeteer situation? Anyways, Oblivion Awaits always makes those fire memes. Like 90% of distressing memes is just Oblivion Awaits. The locals are on the hunt for. When you and your friends notice the fish hooks attached to the rope swing, the barbed wire strung to 2 trees on the bike path, and now the tires of your vehicle have been punctured. You're not safe here. Okay, so I can give you the pass for like just going on with the fish hooks on the rope swing or whatever, but the barbed wire strung to 2 trees on the bike path and you didn't turn around, you've seen an obvious trap for people on bicycles or running through there, and you continued forward? You're literally stereotypical dumbass white people in horror movies. There are those that would tell you waterboarding isn't torture. Who are those people? I'd like to know. CIA operative listening to a prisoner have a psychological break after being waterboarded multiple times. I do think it's funny. I don't think it's funny, but I think it's kind of crazy, rather, how sometimes people will just be interrogated, tortured until the point where they confess for a murder just so they can have a confession and close the case. Like you'll hear those stories, criminal confesses 48 hours into interrogation. Yep, obviously, even if you didn't do it, you're gonna make it up. Say you flew in on a unicorn while you did that shit. You listen to the love of your life scream as she plummets down the Grand Canyon after you bumped into her from slipping on an eroding ledge. Your life erodes before your very eyes. What is this clip from? This dude's like straight tweaking. Did he hit a bump of Fetty in between games or something? What the hell? Is he gooning under the desk? It's crazy though that the human world has to have so many precautions to guard against people that don't have common sense, because so many people are fucking stupid. Alright, now that's all Distressing Memes has to offer since our last visit. Let's go on and hop over to Void Memes. Nostalgia? You know you had a great childhood if you grew up around these things in your childhood. If this was English class, you would be marked off for redundancy words. But regardless, Jeff the Killer, Smile Dog, I don't know, I Feel Fantastic, I don't know what that is. I've seen that in a bunch of memes before. It looks like someone ripped the face off of a CPR dummy, how Dwight did, and shoved it on their face. And then I don't know what that is either. I know what half of these things are. So I guess my childhood was half, excuse me for I threw up in my mouth. My childhood was at least halfway decent, I guess. When you in class and forget you've been marked for death by an ancient dead god. Yeah, man, you shouldn't have made that deal signed with blood out behind the gas station for a stick of gum. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. No matter how much you wanted that juicy fruit. I know it's good, but it only lasts for like 5 seconds and then the flavor just magically disappears. Title: How I Imagined $5 footlongs as a kid. The demon in my basement. Honestly, I think this meme would be scarier if it said, Jared from Subway in my basement. Because you're a kid. Or you're a kid in this scenario. And Jared from Subway likes kids. Okay, from the thumbnail of this, I'm gonna give you a warning. You may get cursed from this video. Yeah. Okay, yeah. There's definitely a curse embedded in this. 1,000,000,000%. We're gonna watch it all the way through, though. Yeah, I think the timer starts now on having like 7 days to live. This is creepy though. Well edited. Well, live it up now while you have the chance. I don't know what curse they just put on us. Maybe your penis is gonna shrink. Can't do much against me, but whew, enjoy life while you can. This cat keeps following me home. What should I do? I mean, bring it in. Shelter the poor little guy. I mean, if you're cold, they're cold. It's clearly snowing. This poor little guy is so cold you can see his internal organs and his whole digestive system. Take him in, shelter, feed him, give him a name. Maybe Walter. Bro woke him up. What is that? A toilet astronaut? What is? Oh, oh my God. I actually wasn't expecting that. That was kind of scary. I thought it was a statue, not like a mascot uniform. And the hands coming out of the eyes is a haunting image. Cha.momil7 or 9571. All right, we got a little rainbow wave going on for free. Okay. Oh shit! I muted it. Damn. What happened?
Education connection. Get connected for free with education connection.
Education connection. Still don't know what this. I doubt they exist anymore. I don't even know what their purpose was in the first place.
Is that a tongue?
Can't tell what it is in this potato you're recording. Oh, why'd that sound like a dog going? Oh, that's a scary image, but the sound was a bit gilly. I try to say goofy and silly at the same time. Got the creature to come outside with me? Hell yeah. The creature feature, featuring the creature. A little brainer. Void. This is so cool, but the eyeballs are what's throwing me off a little bit. Why are they sewn shut? How are they like sewn shut with meat thread? Hey guys, meet my new friend Robert. Sup, Robert? Or should I say Skinwalker Bert? I know your true identity. I'm sneezing my head off, so this is the last one here. Let's explore the void. I'm allergic to the void, I guess. Hello, I'm your narrator, Redacted, and welcome to Creatures of the Void, where we observe void residents. These beings appear to be having a conversation. You cannot understand them. It can see you. It is happy that it is no longer alone. What is that, the bean egg tomato face man? These were certainly some interesting creatures. See you in the next episode of Creatures of the Void. Unironically, I would watch. That sounds like a fire-ass show. Only second to the Hawk Tua podcast. Hey, you made it to the end of this totally not compilation of my old disturbing memes videos because I had a beard, didn't have a beard, and then had a beard again in the middle of this video. So yeah, other than that, I'll catch you in the next one, you spooky spookers.